Hey guys, Brandon with Scooterswapshop. Today we're going to talk about just some basic front end parts that we offer and kind of how they go together. So these are the NCY 12mm legs, common on Ruckus, Dio, Met. We can fit these in Zuma. We have billet adapters that go over the top to fit these in bug eyes and pre-bug 2-stroke Zumas. So these are CNC billet sliders here, made in Portland. Shims, 10 to 12mm axle shims made in Portland as well. These, American made, and these spacers we have made here in Portland as well. So just gonna kind of go over the basics. So normally I would never use purple and red together because it's really ugly, but it's just for example. So if you wanted to run, say you want to run 10mm legs inside of, or 10mm wheels, like DOZX wheels or Japanese wheels, inside Taiwan legs, which are 12mm axles. This is what you do. So you've got these holes here are 12mm. That's common for your Taiwan fit legs. These spacers drop in here like so. These are what are going to allow you to run a 10mm axle in a 12mm leg. Okay, that's the purpose those serve. So that allows you to do that. So what you're gonna do, and again, 10mm axle, because let's say your wheels are 10mm. So 12mm legs. Drop these guys right in here, like so. That's how they fit. So, and then what you're gonna wanna do if it's a custom setup is grab one of these 10mm spacers. So you would typically find the measurement on one side of the wheel and one on the other and cut this and true it up. And we can also cut this for you. You just have to get a hold of us ahead of time. We'll turn this, we'll cut it down on the lathe to get you the exact measurement you need. But basically, you take your 10mm spacer, drop it down the center, but clearly it's gonna be cut, right? It's not gonna be this wide. This gives you enough to do one on each side. So, just because I have them, we're gonna go like this. Okay. That guy goes on there, like so. If you wanted to run these, let's just pretend this is a 10mm wheel. It's not, obviously, but let's pretend it is. So you're gonna have something like this, basically. This is a narrow axle here. This is just for example, but you're gonna have a piece of this in between here and here, a piece of this between here and here, and then your leg is gonna go on the other side. So, okay, we're pretending this is a wheel. So obviously you want to get this centered up, and that's where this comes into play, because you can cut this. I suggest cutting it a little bit big, putting it in it, and seeing how it works, and you can shift it one way or the other. But if you cut it too small, there's no going back. But anyway, so these guys here, these are going to allow you to run 10mm axle and 12mm legs. These will work on any 12mm legs with a 10mm axle. We also have these. So we have these in 10mm inner diameter, and we have them in 12mm inner diameter. These are great to have on hand if you're doing any type of custom work. You want to take off a Speedo cup. You can cut this to the same length as that Speedo cup and replace it, like if you're doing a trail tech or whatnot. Again, we have all this stuff in stock. And if you have any questions about how these guys work, how these guys work, or how these work, just send us a message, let us know. But for a long time you were kind of locked into running 10mm legs with 10mm wheels, and this is nice because you get better legs. You just get better legs, and you get a little bit more options when you switch to 12mm. So more options, and it's really hard to fit a I have yet to see a 12mm wheel bearing that will fit inside of a 10mm wheel. So there you have it. Again, everything we carry at Scooterswapshop.com. We do our best to get as much stuff made in America as possible. So you got any questions, let us know. This is a Ruckus billet hub, but you can also use this on Met. You use on Met or Zuma 125 as well if you machine this, which we do as well, machine this to fit the Zuma hub. You can run a Ruckus wheel on the Zuma as well with this. So, you guys have any questions, let us know. Thanks for watching.